Oh yeah, much better. That's perfect. These are gonna work out good. What's going on, guys? I'm getting ready to install new trailer bunks on my boat trailer, and I thought I'd film it. I actually seen this video on YouTube. I can't find him. I'm trying to search to see where I seen it at, but I seen this, a few months ago, and I can't find it nowhere. But a guy had done it, and what he done is he used roll-on bed liner over his bunks, and then he put bunk slides on top of them. I don't have the bunk slides yet. I got them on order. I think they're supposed to be here tomorrow. So for today, we're gonna prep the boards. We're gonna sand it. I got some 80 grit sandpaper here on my hand sander. I'm gonna sand all the boards down, and then we're gonna go over and coat them with this bed liner, this Hercules bed liner. I got this at Lowe's. It's a quart of it, and then we'll go over top of that with the bunk slides. So my trailer don't really need new bunks, but my boat sticks to the carpet. So I'm thinking these bunk slides and stuff might be the ticket to help me out there, and I don't have to back my truck so far down in the water to release my boat. So I've been struggling with that. So the first step of this is I'm gonna take this sandpaper and I'm just gonna get to sanding. Sand it down real well. We'll sand both sides because we're gonna coat both sides. I've already got these boards cut to length. So basically, y'all see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna stop the camera and I'm gonna sand these boards, all these boards down, and then I'll pick back up on the next step. All right, so this is the next step. I done got all the boards sanded down. I'm just wiping them down with a damp cloth. This is the last board. I've already wiped all the other boards down with the cloth. So just wiping it down, getting all the dust and everything off of it where we sanded it. Good and clean where it'll stick. Then we're gonna get our truck bed liner. This is Herculiner. The directions say to stir it real well. He said the consistency would change as you stirred it. You'd be able to tell. I don't know. I'm not no painter, so. This actually would have been a better job for my wife because she's really good at stuff like this, but she's working. So, just gonna stir this real well and then start coating it. I hope I got enough to do 2 coats. That's the plan. Is I want to do a coat on each board, let it dry for a few hours, and come back over top of that again with another coat. I'm kind of up against it here. It looks like it might rain. I'm not sure. So hopefully we can get this, at least this part of the project done today. So yeah, I can tell the texture is changing now. It's starting to, it's got a whole different look and feel as I'm stirring it. So I think it's about ready to start. So I'm doing this over top of my trailer here because I don't really care if any of it gets on it or not. So let's dump that in there. Whoa, almost made a mess already. That's why I'm doing it over this trailer. So get it coated down. We'll start coating her on the board. Just like that. Has any of you guys ever used Rhino line for your boat trailers? If so, let me know how it turned out. I really hope I can find that guy's video before I release this so I can tag him in it in this video, because he did a really good job explaining things and I'm basically just copying him. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. I'm gonna stand these up on the end when I'm done to let them dry, because I'm not worried about the end of it. Basically because them bunk slides I ordered got end caps, so the ends of these boards will be covered. So all right, that's top of that coated. That wasn't too bad. Oops. Hopefully that won't knock too much of the liner off. Maybe my wife won't see that I'm using her little flower pots either. So she's got plenty of them. Here's what we're doing. So I'm gonna go on and speed this video up, and I'm gonna get a coating on all these. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. There's no sense in this video being 3 hours long with me just sitting here coating these boards. So I'll speed this up and we'll be back for the second coat soon, hopefully. All right, guys, I'm finishing up the first coating on the very last bump board right here. It's not taking too long. This went pretty smooth actually, and I've not even made a mess yet, so I'm kind of proud of myself. So finishing this up, I'm going to let them dry. They need to dry for a couple hours. They're drying quick, because you can touch them, the ones that I've already done, and you're not even taking anything off of it. So they'll dry pretty quick, and we'll come back and we'll knock out that second coating, and then they'll be ready for the bunk slides. So coating one is done. All right, guys, it's the next day. I decided just to let them dry overnight. I was like, I'm not in a real big hurry to get these done. I got plenty of time. It's no rush. So I just let them dry overnight. So we're gonna come back over with a second coating now. I'm gonna do this, I got these two short boards here to kind of mount on the sides that my boat don't really slide on. It's more of a guide. So they won't have bunk slides on them. So for these two right here, these two short boards, since they don't have bunk slides, I'm gonna use 3 coats on them. So I'm gonna do these first so they'll get to drying. I had to go to Harbor Freight and get a new roller and tray, because I left the other one out and it just kind of stuck to it. So it was ruined. So maybe this will work just as good. It's for a smooth finish, but it is what it is. So there we go. So I'm gonna knock out this second coating, and I've been trying to do this all day. It's done got fairly late. Don't have much daylight left, but it's rained off and on all day long. So I'm just now getting a chance to get back out here and knock this out. So I really like the way the board's set up overnight. It dried well. I think they look good too. So I think it's actually gonna be a pretty good little deal right here. But anyway, I'm gonna put this second coating on all these boards, And then as they dry, it's probably gonna be tomorrow or a couple more days whenever my bunk slides get here. They're not here yet. We'll come back and mount them. So just want to let y'all know, second coating's going on, and so far everything's going good. All right, guys, it's a few days later. I'm out here in the garage now. It's super cold outside, like 28 degrees with a 25-mile-an-hour north wind. So I got in the garage. Like I said, it's a few days later. My bunk slides have finally come in. And here's what we got. We got an end piece right here. It's got a lip that goes over the 2x4. So basically when you're loading your boat and your boat hits, it protects the end of that 2x4 right there is the concept of that. So you got that end piece, and then you got these slides, these flat slides right here. They're real slick. My boat should slide up and down on them really well. So I've already got one board done. I done one board here just a few minutes ago to see how it's going to go. And basically what I've got is I got a slide. I put my end pieces on, and then I had a slide every 10.5 inches for the most part. So now that I've got that done, I'm just going to use this first board here as a jig here, and line these others up. They don't have to be exactly perfect. I mean, we're loading a boat on top of them, so I mean they're going to be very, very close. So this is all I'm going to do. Line them up like this right here. And what I've done is, what I did on the other is I took zip ties and zip tied them on in place right there, so it doesn't, when I go to drilling and stuff, I don't knock them loose. So they ought to stay in place pretty well. And I'll show you guys. Get them tightened down. I'm kind of excited about this actually, because like I said, I don't really need new bunks on my trailer. Mine are still in good shape. My boat just sticks. I don't know, maybe I've got them angled wrong. I've never messed with them. Maybe they're not angled right for that deep V boat that I got. I'm not sure. But this seemed like a fun project just to do, so that's what we're doing. Get these zip tied on so they don't go nowhere. All right, they're zip tied on. And then I'm gonna come back behind that. I've just got a 1/8 drill bit here. 1/8 drill bit. And these bunk slides, they come with stainless steel bolt. So basically I just set my drill bit depth a little bit shallower than my boat. I don't wanna go further than I have to. So I'm just gonna come in here behind right here. I'm gonna drill holes through each one. These end pieces here have 3 holes, and the rest of the slides here just have 2 holes. Just drill the hole, little pilot hole, so it makes starting that screw a whole lot easier. You probably don't have to do this. I know you don't have to do this, but it just, to me, it makes it easier. And I'm also going to add another step here that I'll show you guys, just to help protect the wood and stuff. So I'm going to knock all this out for the most part, best I can. Change up my drill bit here. Put my Phillips head on, tight. Stainless steel screws. I got these, like I said, I got these bunks on Amazon, and they had good reviews. I'm excited about them. So what I'm gonna do here, I got some silicone. I got some clear silicone waterproof sealant here, and I'm gonna dab a little bit of this in each one of these holes before I run the screw in. Oh, thing's coming off. And what that's going to do is it's going to help protect that wood. You know, keep water from out. I don't think any would get in it, but just in case, I had that silicone laying around, so it's not going to hurt it, that's for sure. So I'm just going to screw these in. Go up and down the board here. Alright guys, my camera quit filming on me. I didn't realize when I was doing it midway through till I was done. But basically, just to recap, that's the end piece. Here's the flat pieces. What I did was my boards, they were 10.5 inches. Every 10.5 inches long, I needed a slide. I drilled a hole, pilot hole with a 1/8 inch drill bit. Filled that hole with this Loctite clear silicone, and went in behind it with the stainless steel screws that came with the bunk slides. So, like I said, I'm not for sure what all got cut off, but anyway, I've got 2 more boards to do. I'm gonna knock them out, and it's gonna be a couple days. We're leaving town tomorrow, so I don't know when I'll get back to boating the water to replace the bunks. Put these bunks on, take my other bunks off. So if I don't like these, like I said, my old bunks are still in pretty good shape, so I'll just leave them in the boat shed. And as I was saying, these are this boat stays in a boat shed, so these are not going to be out in the weather. So I really think these slides and these bunks are going to last a long time. So we'll pick back up in a few days after I'm back to boating the water, and then I'll show you actually installing these onto the trailer. See guys, this is one reason why I want to do this. This boat sticks to this trailer so much. I got to back it so far down in the water, let my tailgate down, climb up through the bed, cross the tailgate, all that. So I'm hoping these new bunks prevent me from having to do that, and I can just back it in halfway and crank the motor and pull it off the trailer. We'll see. Sticks bad. Alright guys, time to put the new bunks on. I know earlier in the video I said I wasn't going to put the slides on the shorter boards, but after looking at my boat, the way it's set on the trailer, I decided to go and order a set of them, and I went on and put them on there too. So these have got a triple coat plus the slides. It's been several days since this project started. I had to send my prop back. I didn't have a prop for my motor for a few weeks. We had it prop wrong, and then I had to, the lake's been froze over. It's been unseasonably super cold here in West Tennessee. So finally getting a chance to finish this project up that I started really over a month ago. So I done took my measurements of these right here. The guy that done it before me, whoever had this boat last, he didn't do, these are all offset at different angles, distance from the back of the bracket right here. Some are 5.5, some are 6, some are 6.25, and there's no rhyme or reason to how he's got it going on. So I'm gonna do from my bracket right here on everything. This one is 6 inches, and that's what I'm gonna do, a 6-inch overhang all the way across. So I'm gonna knock these boards here off and start putting them on. So I'll pick back up. I might put this on a time lapse or something, and I'll pick back up with at the end here. All right, guys, we got them on. It's all done. Pretty easy project. Took about 35 minutes. Everything went smooth, which I'm not used to. Being a manufacturing engineer during my day job, I'm used to stuff never going right. So this went pretty smooth. Now all I'd like to do is just put it back on the trailer, and I need to let them dry, set overnight a couple days, and then put the boat back in and see how it works. If I put it on the trailer now and then back it right back in, the runners are already going to be wet, so I don't think I'm going to have a good feel on actually how good they're going to work. But I got the old ones off over here. My goodness, you wouldn't believe how heavy they are waterlogged. So I think I'm going to like this as long as the boat works right. It's going to be lighter on my trailer, on my axles, because these are sealed, treated and sealed, and they're not going to hold all that water like them carpets. That carpet makes them old bunks hold water, and man, I mean, they're really, really heavy. So it's gonna be better on my trailer and everything. So I'm excited about it. And like I said, I know this took several days, several weeks to complete, but thank y'all for hanging in there with me. All right, guys, it's a couple days later. I'm standing in between the truck and the boat, tailgate's up. I got room to walk, not get in the water. Don't have to climb in the truck. I'll unhook this dude and see if she'll pull her off the trailer with the slides. Oh yeah, much better. That's perfect. These are gonna work out good.